Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot all this morning. That's what I was looking for. Yeah,
which
see.
is what they believe that Kamala Harris is. She refuses, and she has refused as border czar, to commence any mass deportations of illegal alien or illegal migrant criminals in this country. And today, President Trump, with the angel moms, actually had to say, we need to set up a form of restitution to reimburse these folks. Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, as the board czar, has refused to do that and continue on the mass incarcerations. Now, President Trump, and quite frankly, with the visionary leadership at the time of Jared Kushner, President Trump came with the most significant prison reform bill ever created, the First Step Act. And today, 6 years after, and 4 years into the Biden regime, of which Biden in 2020 promised and committed to dramatically decrease the number of incarcerations in federal prisons, and nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. This is criminal negligence by the highest, at the highest levels of BOP, Bureau of Prisons, and the Justice Department. You have particularly minorities, African Americans, and Hispanic men and their families being broken, rotting in federal prisons, when the First Step Act is very clear of what's supposed to happen, and all they do is get spun and spun and spun. The system is broken. Bureau of Prisons is broken. This is not about Danbury and not about the individual. I have many good individuals working at Danbury Federal Prison. The system of the BOP, the system of the Justice Department is broken. They have weaponized the Justice Department against a political movement, a conservative grassroots movement that's had President Trump's back, and from the dark days of February, March, and April of 2021 is on the cusp of the biggest political comeback in the history of this nation, led by grassroots people, everyday Americans, including, as we know now from the polling, and the reason I said we're on the cusp of a massive victory, she is failing to connect with minority men, Hispanic and African American men. Now, why is that? They understand what the scam is. They understand that this administration purposely let in millions of illegal alien migrants, illegal aliens, to drive down labor costs. The Federal Reserve said it from the very beginning. We're going to drive down labor inflation by getting more unskilled workers here and putting pressure on the lowest skilled sector we have. And they were successful, and they brag about being successful. The minority community understands that. They understand the scam and the...
Like I said, I saw that in the early 2000s, right? They didn't, let them in. Back then it was Bush. And all I know is when I first started working for labor finders and shit like that, niggas in the hood already knew. At least that was working. Oh, the Mexicans, and we saw. I saw it. I didn't know. It just looked like something with nothing we could do about it. I'm like, damn, they doing, and we're up here sweeping for $5.40 an hour, and or just throwing away the trash at the construction site, and they're doing all the work, and then they're like, "Oh, they want to learn." I'm like, "I want to learn." So where the fuck do I go learn this type of shit? You know what I'm saying? But they let them come in instead of teaching us. They are giving us training or classes. They already do. I'm like, where is all this shit at? So niggas knew it then, years, decades ago.
On of what Kamala Harris has done. In addition, she has failed to do for political reasons. The reason the First Step Act is not implemented among minorities is because Kamala Harris and Merrick Garland and Joe Biden in the White House and Nancy Pelosi understand it'd be a massive political win for President Trump. And that's why they're failing to do it. They thought they would shut down the war room and take our power away. The show is bigger and more powerful than it's ever been. And please, it's not a podcast. We take the live streaming television show every day and the radio show and we turn it into a podcast. So, my brothers and sisters at CNN, when you say the podcast number is off slightly, right? It hasn't. We were the largest podcast, but we're streaming. We stream on television, and we play on radio and online. And Nancy Pelosi thought a federal prison was going to break me. Well, it empowered me. It empowered me.
I could bet they knew, they didn't treat him like a celebrity. But I don't know that, like it's again with the dumb shit about the cheat on your man. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what that's what I forgot to do. Shit, I forgot, I always gotta make a joke. The Democrats. Well, I gotta I forgot to well, I'm letting my oven warm up. Oh, oh, okay. So back to this one.
Then amazing how the media has just refused entirely to even try to stay factual on what he actually.
Nazis. Just to be clear, they are promoting.
Yeah, I'm back on this.
I don't want to say infidelity because that's not fair to say, but it's a form of marital Yeah, no, that's exactly right. There's a form of marital dishonesty. So Kamala Harris's path to the White House
cheating
is subversion. I want everyone to understand that as a television advertisement against it.
Let's watch.
They're bragging about this. Yes, please.
Stand by.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America.
And you see, like Megan Kelly said, the Trump guy, the husband, is a goofball.
In the booth, stays in the booth. Oh my God! And then not for just for good measure, they make the male Trump supporter look like a complete doofus.
Of course, obviously, and it's
Is it that's what we're talking about? Democrats are pimps,
Yeah, baby. I see you got the bank disconnect notice. And Brent never paid on time. You ain't never been nowhere in the world, huh? And he still got.
See, this was Kamala because she's a hoe, right? And that's literally what that video, that commercial is about right here. They also some pimp shit.
you in that little fucked up ass car, huh? If you wanna get ahead, baby, stick to the plan. If you wanna
Cheat on your man.
get ahead, baby, cheat on your man. If you wanna get ahead, baby, stick to the plan. If you wanna get ahead, hey, I'll show you. I ain't really.
That's that's what this is. I'm telling you, it ain't no. Oh, it's just about voting. Nope, nope. It's our secret. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, it's that pimp shit. You married a hoe, nigga. These two women are hoes. If they up there, yeah, they winking at each other. Yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. Cheat on your man. Yeah. Yeah.
Two women are looking at each other.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did.
Like, Vegas. That's what I talk. Remember, I've been said, didn't I tell you? That's why y'all get mad at what I say. Y'all lame, no pussy getting niggas, and this what they like. You know, the Democrats, but that's what they look like. There is literally the Democrats, the ones that look, you know, all them black dude Democrats look like goofballs.
Honey. Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. Oh my God! And then not for just for good measure, they make the male.
All right, so back to the Steve Bannon because he was spitting some real shit. That was this morning. That's
Border czar to commence any mass deportations of illegal alien or illegal migrant criminals in this country. And today, President Trump, with the angel moms, actually had to say, we need to set up a form of restitution to reimburse these folks. Kamala Harris, Vice President Harris, as the border czar, has refused to do that and continue on the mass incarcerations. Now, President Trump, and quite frankly, with the visionary leadership at the time of Jared Kushner, President Trump came with the most significant.
all right. What I was gonna say, another thing is I bet the lame Democrats thought they was gonna, oh, white dude. Like I said, if you know real niggas that been in prison, this and that, they gonna listen to them. Really, they are. They want information about businesses, da da da. They want inspiration for when they get out. And I bet he might not have known them type of dudes before, but he got to know them 4 months. And he really felt that they were sincere. They wanted, and it wasn't even about changing their lives. They just, that all that Democrat bullshit. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. No, they gotta like, yo. Do you think? And this is all fucked up. I bet he really felt that shit.
Prison reform bill ever create the First Step Act. At the highest levels of BOP, Bureau of Prisons, and the Justice Department. You have particularly minorities, African Americans, and Hispanic men and their families being broken, rotting in federal prisons, when the First Step Act is very clear of what's supposed to happen, and all they do is get spun and spun and spun. The system is broken. Bureau of Prisons is broken. This is not about Danbury and not about the individual. Many good individuals working at Danbury, including, as we know now from the polling, and the reason I said we're on the cusp of a massive victory. She is failing to connect with minority men, Hispanic and African American men. Now, why is that? They understand what the scam is. They understand that this administration purposely let in millions of illegal alien migrants, illegal aliens to drive in. Show is bigger and more powerful than it's ever been. And please, it's not a break me. Well, it empowered me. It empowered me. I am more empowered today, more focused today, sharper today, in better shape today than I've ever been in my entire life. So Nancy Pelosi, suck on that. The desperation of Kamala Harris and her campaign is obvious. They went from the politics of joy, and we were the first ones to call it, to darkness and night falls on America, and they pivoted hard. You know why? Her incoherent explanation for what the politics of joy is befuddled everybody. So she had to go back to the same playbook. Trump's a fascist. His followers are not deplorables, they're fascists.
They did. That's all they got. They just the same old bullshit. Everybody's tired of. I don't know what's up with y'all little fools around here. You know, they keep driving by, but I guess money. You know, they so basically, I don't know. Maybe they cut off other people. The other, they're all broke, but these fools around here, they're getting paid because of me. You're welcome. But I didn't do it on purpose.
Just that they're a danger to the.
I'm not paying y'all. I'm just saying you got lucky, not blessed. You got lucky by the devil that I moved here. That's what's saving your bitch asses.
Country. Well, you know who doesn't buy this? Working class people don't buy it. And particularly African American and Hispanic men do not buy it. I had a great opportunity at Danbury, and I want to thank the Education Department of Danbury Correctional Institution for allowing me to teach, yes, civics and government. I had, I think, close to 100 students in 3 different classes. The majority of, particularly the later classes, were minority men, African American, Hispanic, lots of Puerto Ricans, lots of Dominican folks in the Dominican Republic. And if you had a chance to read Vanity Fair, the cover story on our populist nationalist beliefs, you can see that it talks about economics. And it talks about.
And so yeah, here they go. With this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Got the damn lights on and shit. Turn your fucking lights off. I can't see. You know, you're shining your lights in my goddamn face. Damn, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Yeah, you want more of your people to get fucked up? Keep talking stupid shit, bitch. I keep telling you, I'm not the one to fucking play with, ho. I'm telling you, I'm putting my foot in your boss's face. Keep sending your stupid motherfuckers around here and see what happened to their bitch asses. You gonna pay for their you gonna pay their family? And that's what's gonna end up happening.
About the way the system works, the financial system in this country, how it's inextricably linked to the political system. And you can't understand what's going on until you understand how the economy, how the Federal Reserve, how deficits, how they play into the politics of the day. That much that you see on television is just professional wrestling when it comes to politics, and is not the thing itself. And I can report to you that these young men, most of whom are nonviolent drug offenders that have, quite frankly, a lot of years in prison, these people came to this with a new awakening. And
that's Biden. The Biden 94 drug bill. It still there, yeah, all them years. And he's on video with 94, 93 when he's proposing it. You know, talking about how, like I said, his son, crackhead Hunter, you know, he escaped prison, but everybody else had to go to prison.
that is the awakening the American people are going through. The system is not only broken, the system is rigged.
And like I said, it's rigged. Remember, I just finna say that. That's when I left. It's like I realized, I didn't just realize, I had been talking to recruiters. I told you, I left in 93, right before. So it was aimed at people my age. Biden, yeah, that's what y'all mad about. Y'all thought, remember, you know, I was talking about it and I made moves to be a kingpin, but no, because you can. You start as like a snowball effect. You can start like Biden held up in that video. He's in Congress or whatever he's talking. And yeah, you start with a piece that big, and you can roll it until you make as much as you can. Just had to be, but some said it's rigged. I did, and that's when I, you know, joined the military. Like, fuck this, you know, this shit is rigged. I ain't gonna be able to be no kingpin. This shit is rigged. That's what y'all still to this day y'all mad. Cause yeah, I was supposed to get caught up in that 94 crime bill shit. Could have been years later, you know, 96, 97. But yeah, y'all mad. Oh, this nigga escaped. Yeah, bitch, I escaped. And now I'm coming back to get vengeance for the ones who didn't, bitch. You fucked.
against the working class of this nation. And I saw at Danbury.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. If he allow me, it's over for your bitch ass.
That we're going to move past the politics of race with an intermediate stop in the politics of gender, which is being forced on everybody right now.
I wasn't talking about in YouTube or any ex-president or president current. I was talking to the the little motherfucker that be leaving comments in the bosses. No, I'm dead serious to the feds or whatever. I ain't talking. I have no desire. What I meant by vengeance, I know he wrote the crime bill. I'm talking about the clowns, whatever.
Get to what is important, and that's the politics of money. And once we get to the politics of money, there's going to be some fundamental changes in this country. I want to thank you folks for coming. I'm far from broken, and I appreciate you guys attending. And I will tell you, if President Trump's grassroots forces combine as we can combine right now, you're going to see unbelievable numbers next Tuesday. However, the Democrats are not going to give up. They just hired Mark Elias. And you only hire Mark Elias, who I think is the toughest election lawyer in the country. You only hire Mark Elias when you want to go to the mattresses. They understand they can't beat us at the ballot box. We're going to have a reprise of 2020, where they're going to try to do everything humanly possible to nullify Trump's election and delegitimize his second term. And I can tell you right now that the working class people in this country, the middle class people in this country that support Donald John Trump are not going to let that happen. I'll take some questions.
Okay, so please introduce yourself before asking your question.
Good to see you.
Tim Miller.
From the Bulwark. I was listening to your Not a podcast this morning.
Do you have the pukas on today, or we have the pearls?
I'm clear. No
pukas or pearls? No pukas or pearls?
No pearls or pukas today. Sorry.
This is Tim Miller, one of my favorite guys from MSNBC and the Bulwark. Used to be the spokesman for the Republic. When I met Tim as a younger man, he was.
All right, so Steve Bannon bantering back and forth with some of the media right there as he is going to be answering some questions. We do have to step away for a 2-minute break here on Live Now from Fox, continuing to follow this live event. We'll be right back.
So yeah, the clowns, they just want to keep, I'm gonna use y'all phrase. I hate that phrase because y'all, the fuck around and find out, like I said, it's like people who are scared they want to be gangster, talk shit, but that's what y'all do. Y'all gonna keep fucking around back here and and fucking around up there, and when I be up there in the morning, fucking around out in public when I'm riding around doing my thing. Yeah, go fuck around. I told you, you gonna get it. I'm gonna be the hero. No charges.